Echo was finally released on Disney Plus, and this was something that's gonna set the tone for all of the Netflix-esque shows going forward, but Echo's not really a superhero series. Echo was just released on Disney Plus, and the big question is, will it be able to keep the tone that the Netflix shows had? I think mostly it did. I think it did a good job keeping the tone. It wasn't as violent as the Netflix series, given as there wasn't as much action in this one. However, just starting off the things that were good about this is that this was a lot better than most of the stuff Marvel came out with last year. Better than the Marvels, better than Secret Invasion, Quantum Mania, pretty much everything but Guardians and Loki.
Yeah,
I would say so. The cast is fantastic. The writing's actually good. It has character development. It was a well-made series. But with that being said, this wasn't really what I expected, though.
yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna start off with what I liked. Well, no, I'm gonna start with what I didn't like. So, which is very little, to be honest with you. For me, the pacing, I think, was its biggest issue. That it just, in my opinion, I think the pacing. One of the things I was highly anticipated, and I already knew it was going to be first episode, was the appearance of my boy Daredevil, which I loved. I don't care who says, "Oh, the fight." Fuck you guys, man. You
It
don't know
was
what you're
good.
talking about. I just didn't think it was going to be a flashback.
Yeah, it was like
I
the
just
first episode
I
kind of.
thought this was going to be our first um iteration of our boy now in actuality. I'm not hating it. I'm not trashing it. I just thought I really thought because a lot of people were like, "Yeah, we get the red suit back." Well, we still don't know. 'Cause that's his Netflix suit. Although it's been tinkered with. It's a new version of it obviously because now Marvel Studios has it. But essentially it's her facing off with him in the past. And I'm like, mm, okay, so we our only nuance versions of him, iterations of him, if you will, have been No Way Home and She-Hulk. So are we still getting the ketchup and mustard suit? I don't know. I really thought it was going to be like they were going to, you know, fight in today's day. That's my only gripe about it. Obviously, I did really, I mean, when he shows up and he's like, I've been checking these guys out for a week and you messed it up. The fight to me was awesome. I don't understand people that are like the fight's lame. Fuck you guys, seriously. You don't know what you're
and
talking about.
and with that fight, one thing I was a little bit worried about is that Daredevil just kind of be shoehorned in, sort of like She-Hulk, but for me, his appearance actually made
Yeah, it makes
sense, and
sense.
they weren't over reliant on him to draw an audience. So
Yeah, no,
hats off, solid.
after the episode, a ton of my friends were like, "Are you pissed?" Because he was only there for like, no, I'm perfectly. This is the show's called Echo. It as it should be. If he was on for 4 or 5 episodes and they'd make us wait to see him, then I'd be like, oh man, it's kind of like She-Hulk. But no, he was on for what he needed to be.
Yeah.
As Griff said, it makes perfect sense. He's not there for her. He's there for Kingpin's men. Because at the time in that era, he was, facing off against Fisk. Makes perfect sense. I loved his appearance, and I loved that they didn't have to like have another Charlie Cox, just Matt Murdock, a cameo. Fisk, I Vincent D'Onofrio, man. I don't know. I can't tell you guys enough about him. He is just perfect in the role. The dude was born.
Oh yeah.
That's my gripes are really that, you know, flashback Daredevil and just the pacing. Some of the stuff I didn't really understand, but I agree with Griffin. The cast is just
I
phenomenal.
do, yeah, I do disagree a little bit with the pacing. I honestly thought the show went by fast. I, the one thing that
Really?
did,
Because I was like, oh, Griff's gonna hate the
no,
pacing. He's
no,
gonna
I thought it went by fast.
okay.
However, one thing I don't like is Marvel keeps saying they're doing hour-long episodes.
Yeah,
No,
that is.
not a single episode was an hour.
Before that, he texted me. He was like, "Ah, "Boo, it's not hour long." And blah blah. I was
Yeah,
like, "Yeah,
but like the
that's
show
true."
takes about like 3.5 hours to complete. However, after seeing the show, I'm glad they didn't do hour-long episodes just because I don't think we needed more time with
Yeah, I agree. There's
anything
some
that
of the
went
stuff.
on.
Oh, episode three. I get it. Exposition, backstory stuff. Those first 17 minutes, I didn't give a fuck about.
Yeah, no, it did
I
kind
just
of
didn't,
I
you know?
yeah, I thought the pacing was fine, but yeah, it did drag a little bit just because like I said, it's not as action heavy as expected. The first and fifth episodes have the most action in it. It's kind of just bookmarked. There's a lot of good characters that they set up. I don't know if many of them are even going to come back, but
Yeah,
yeah,
probably
I
not.
definitely understand how it could slow down. I don't, and let me know if you agree with this, Edward. I don't recommend watching one episode at a time. I really do recommend watching it all at once because I think if you go one episode at a time, the show's kind of gonna lose you.
You know what? I'm actually because I'm in my current Marvel run, and I think I just watched Eternal, so I'm gonna go back and watch it like one episode at a time. For me particularly, even though I could binge watch all of Daredevil right now. When I go back and watch it one episode at a time, I don't know, it like cooks more. Things
Okay.
sink in a little bit better. But I'll let you know how I feel about this one.
Yeah.
I really like Maya Lopez, man. I think
Yeah. And the
she's
actress is
cool.
amazing.
Yeah. No, and I like how they did the whole sign language thing. Like when one
Mhm.
actor's, one character's doing it, the other character, it focuses on that one character. Um, the things I loved, I love Echo. Maya Lopez she's phenomenal. God, she could kick ass, man. When she's in that skating room,
That was pretty
she
cool.
really rips through those dudes, man. I was kind of able to tell how that scene was going to go with the guy that betrays her. What
Oh
was his
yeah.
name?
Vicky?
Vicky? Yeah, I was like, oh, yeah, this guy's gonna eat it, and yet, sure
Yeah.
enough, he ate it pretty well. Um, the action sequence is in there. That fat girl that's like, I'll watch her. I knew she was gonna
Oh
get
yeah,
it.
of course. I mean,
But the cast, the little town, man, they didn't film in Oklahoma. I know that for a fact because they were like, we filmed in Atlanta, but I thought I was in Oklahoma the whole time.
yeah, no, they did a great job. The cinematography was great. The choreography for the fight scenes were really great. And again, this was essentially could Kevin Feige and Marvel keep their promise? And I think for the most part they did.
I think so.
I think when it comes to Daredevil, yeah, it's probably not gonna be as slow paced and it's probably not gonna be like 3 or 4
You better
episodes
not fuck
in
that up,
between
Kevin
fight
Feige.
scenes. But I think they'll be able to stick with good cinematography and choreography for the fight scenes, good dialogue, still have the brutal violence
I
that
love the
is
dynamic
needed.
between Maya and I don't know why I'm doing this, by the way, but I love the dynamic between Maya and Kingpin. Like when they're
Yeah.
together, their scenes together, I still don't know why I'm doing this shit. I'm sorry, I'm not making fun of anyone, by the way, but they're dynamic. Oh, I know why, because Kingpin at one point has this thing where he could understand her, and there's like a sign thing.
Oh yeah.
I thought he was great, man.
I think
I've
Vincent
always thought
D'Onofrio was probably the
Vincent
best
is,
part.
yeah, absolutely. His God, when he goes ape shit. He really loses it. I love that because he's really intense. And
Yeah.
there's been talks on the set of, different all these different iterations of these shows where some actors are like he improvs a lot of that stuff. And Charlie's like, yeah, he once scared the shit out of me. Like it wasn't in the script and he just, went all out.
Yeah,
And that
he's
just elevates the other actor, So
yeah, because you get a
um
genuine reaction. It's perfect.
yeah, it's crazy because you don't expect him to you just blow up and slam stuff. But he's great. I was wondering, I was like, what his eye, and this and that. I know it's part of the comics and stuff like, but I was wondering how they were gonna um handle it here. A
Yeah, and
buddy of mine was like, super soldier serum. I was like, I mean, at this point, it's kind of becoming kind of a joke with the super soldier serum because I was really happy when it was just Rogers. Now it's just
everywhere.
I I
After
may have
Falcon and
it.
Winter Soldier. Yeah.
Yeah,
Vin
at this
Diesel
point,
has
I
it.
could go get it at 7-Eleven, So it's yeah, exactly. But no, it's
But no,
just
I
great. The ending though, man, which is something that they were asked about in the interviews, and he was like, and yeah, Mayor Fisk, bitches,
yeah, it's
ready.
keeping up with
I can't.
the
You don't even know.
it's keeping up with the rumor that it's all leading to Spider-Man 4. I'd be more than happy with that. But yeah, Vincent D'Onofrio, he's one of those actors that is just perfect in the role. No one else can play Kingpin as well. I am 100% convinced. I'm really looking forward to Daredevil Born Again, and honestly, Marvel's off to a great start this year. Next is
Yeah.
Deadpool 3 form, and I hope they continue this so they can break their cycle of good, bad, good, bad.
This was definitely one of my most anticipated projects of the whole year. It's not a perfect show by any means. There are things that I think could have been done better, but as Griff said at the beginning, it's a lot better than most of the Marvel things we've gotten. It's a lot better than most of the things we've gotten. They're off to a great start. I enjoyed the show. I will rewatch. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, can't wait. Let us know you guys' thoughts in the comments. Do you guys like it? What was your favorite part? And we'll see you guys next time.
Take care, guys.